Hi guys, this is episode 2 of Waite Watch. I've decided that given the rest of the country's caught up in the fever, I would do an Olympic special, only 1 or 2 days after the Olympics ended. This is my review of the closing ceremony. It was interesting, to say the least. It was good, it was very good, don't deny that, it was good, but it was also a little bit fucked up. First thing I learned from the Olympic closing ceremony, I hate Emily Sandé. Hate her. Just don't like her. And she was everywhere. It's like the plague had come back to London in Emily Sandé form. She was in the opening ceremony, she was in the closing ceremony twice. Nobody else was. Why does she get to be? Not even the Queen was in it twice. She was at the opening ceremony, she wasn't at the closing ceremony. She sent Harry instead. Why does Emily Sandé get to be in it twice? She's not even good. She looked like she was wearing slippers, and her voice was not what I want to hear, really, at all. She's not my kind of singer, and I just got quite annoyed the fact that she was there twice. It was just highly pointless. Speaking about Harry, I found it very funny that he mumbled the national anthem. I can't think of the word then. That was hilarious to me because it kind of half seemed like he didn't know it, and then also kind of seemed like he was singing his own words. I think Harry was actually sitting there going, "God save my lovely Nan, long live my lovely Nan, God save my Nan." As I think he was singing, because the way he was just going, that, or he's had lessons off footballers who also do that when they're stood in the lineup beginning. They just sort of go. Apart from the one, there's always one who just really goes for it, like hand on heart, like God save what. It's just one guy. I think he's got all the spirit for the whole team. Speaking about singing again, in Park Life by Blur. I love this song. I really do love it. It's one of my favourite songs. I think it's brilliant. I love Britpop music. As my sister says, I'm a mod. So I'm an Oasis girl. I love my mod music. So I really did enjoy the version of Park Life. But I noticed that nobody can sing Park Life and look normal. Everybody rushes through the speaking bit like he does, and then just screams Park Life. At the end it's like, Park Life, Park Life, and then the chorus is just shouting, just, "Oh, the people." What? It's not a song, really. It's mumbling, shout word, mumbling, shout chorus, with a bit of a tune. And yet I still love it. I think it's a brilliant song. The Olympic banner is another thing I'm going to come to in a minute. It was hung up on the side and they showed it a couple of times. And all I thought was, it just looks like the Batman sign. You know, in the posters for the films, it was a black backdrop with sort of white burst with the Batman symbol in the middle, sorry. That's what it looked like, but with the Olympic rings instead of Batman. I was expecting Batman to sweep in and go, "You've stolen my sign," in that terribly British accent, because, you know, that's how it works. But I'm not a fan of Batman. If you've met me, you'll know I'm not a Batman fan at all. I'm a Superman girl, so that was a bit of a letdown for me. If it had taken after the Superman symbol, I'd have had a fangirl heart attack and would have just screamed and ran around the house. I did that anyway, but it was largely because I was drinking lots of wine. So halfway through, when I was writing little notes for this, it turned into gibberish because I'd had sherbet as well. But basically, yeah, I was a bit mental by the end. I was a bit mental from the beginning, but by the end I was really mental. I don't think the Willy Wonka bit helped because I love Willy Wonka and I love Russell Brand, even though he's not allowed in my house because my mum hates him, really hates him, so I'm not allowed to watch anything he's in or on if my mum is in the room. She refuses. She walked out while we were watching the closing ceremony. That's how much she hates Russell Brand. She walked out of the room and went to make tea in a typically British fashion. I don't like that man. I'm going to go make some tea. That'll help me get over it. It's not how my mum sounds at all, but apparently she does when I impersonate her. But I think that the little Willy Wonka bit and the I Am the Walrus just showed how mental we Brits truly are. They essentially went, let's get a man who is well known for being an ex-drug addict and has recently said about a week ago that he'd actually rather be a drug addict than famous, and put him surrounded by dancers on a bus that looks like it's been painted with LSD and parade him about. I thought that was a beautiful bit of British humour there. But I really did enjoy that. I thought it was really good and it was quite a good idea. But it was mental. As I found out ages ago, the Spice Girls were doing a one-off freeform thing at the closing ceremony, and I was so excited about this. I am a massive Spice Girls fan. I have been for years, you know, since I was old enough to hear their music. When they came out, obviously, not before they came out, that would be weird. But I am obviously a massive fan. Last Halloween I dressed up as Ginger Spice, obviously. I just love them, I really do. And so they came on in matching taxis to what they used to wear, and in sort of similar outfits, and Sporty Spice even had her platform boots on, and I screamed and danced around my living room for the whole time they were on, much to the dismay of my sister, who I think hates them because largely because I played them almost non-stop when I was younger. You can ask any of my sisters, and I think to an extent my brother, the words to a Spice Girls song, and they can tell you. And I still know every word, and I proved this by oh, I wasn't going to do this, by doing the rap from Wannabe along with Scary Spice, sorry. And I said I wasn't going to do this in the video, but okay. Here we go. If you want to be my lover, you have got to give. Take it is too easy, but that's the way. Yeah. So here's the story from A to Z. You want to get with me, you gotta listen carefully. You got M in the place, you likes it in the face. You got EMSMP. Love doesn't easy be, doesn't come for free. She's a real lady, nice for me. How you say? Slam your body down and wind, all around. Slam your body down and zig a zig ah. That's the first time I've slightly messed that up in years, and I knew I knew the minute I'd record it that I'd mess it up, but only slightly, so that's okay. But yeah, that was my party trick when I was a kid. I could do the rap from Wannabe. That and dancing like a lunatic. That's also another. And being able to handle a surprising amount of sugar. And being able to eat like I should be fat, but I'm not. See, I like that one. That's my favourite one. My favourite party trick. But see, I fangirled at Spice Girls, obviously, because massive fangirl. About everything, to be honest. But it was nice to see a famous person fangirl in the form of Jessie J, who fangirled massively at Brian May, which, to be fair, I would too. I'm a total Queen baby. Even though, you know, Freddie Mercury died just before I was born, I am still a massive Queen baby because my dad loves them. So I would have fangirled. I'd have probably like licked his face or something. She was like, I love you. But she also fangirled. She even did the air guitar in one of the songs, which I know full well that I do. If I ever got the chance to perform with Brian May, I would air guitar. He'd probably look at me like, what, has she escaped from somewhere? Do we need to put her back in her home? What's this? Because I probably wouldn't be able to talk. I'd just go, oh my god, Brian May, oh my god, no one say, oh my god, like that, and then scream a lot, and then phone up my dad and go, Dad, I'm with Brian May, and it would just go downhill quickly. It'd be like a mudslide. It'd go that wrong that quickly. It was nice to see that Jessie J also fangirled. She's a celebrity, she can sing, she's really famous. You'd think she wouldn't, you know, get starstruck or fangirl, and she did, and that was brilliant. But my favourite bit has to be one little piece of say machinery, but that's not really the right word, technology, which was the microphone at the end that Lord Seb Coe and Jacques Rogue, I still don't know who he is. He's been mentioned so many times, I still don't know who he is. But the microphone that they spoke into, which looked like a bum. It looked like a bum or a pair of boobs. Out of a whole Olympic ceremony, the closing ceremony, there was beautiful moments. The extinguishing of the cauldron was beautiful. Darcy Bustle was amazing. I got most joy out of the fact the microphone was shaped like a bum. I think that says a lot about me, to be honest. I think it says a hell of a lot about me. But that was the funniest thing ever to me. I started making jokes. I was like, ha, he's talking out of his arse. I found it hilarious. And it shouldn't have been at all. Normal person wouldn't laugh at that. I nearly died. I found it that funny. That says a lot about the way I look at things. Yeah, so that was my roundup of the Olympic closing ceremony. Part 3 of Waite Watch will get back to normal service, and I will be doing chapter 2 of 50 Shades of Grey. I forgot the name of the book then. That's good, isn't it? Shows how much I love this book again. But yeah, I will get to part 2, chapter 2, part 3 of the Waite Watch, yeah, of that in the next few days, and I should post that. So I hope you enjoyed the Olympics. We've got the Paralympics to come, and who knows, I might do more random videos about random TV shows and events that I quite liked. I did like the Olympics, I thought it was great. I love the fact we came third. It's really exciting. I had a little app on my iPod. I was so easily amused. That's like every time we got a medal, I'd go, Mum, we've got a gold. And she's like, why are you telling me? I really don't care. And then I'd tell my sister and she wouldn't care. I think in the end I started telling the dog, because at least the dog paid some attention to me when I was telling her. But what can you do? You've got a family who clearly doesn't like any of the things you like. I honestly think my family think I've been replaced when I was little with like a robot or something. A robot that's flipped to obsess. Somebody says Sherlock to me, I scream. I have a deer stalker literally just here, which was bought for me for my birthday. I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. I'm currently wearing a t-shirt that says Teenage Mutant Ginger Ninja. I'm obsessed with Doctor Who. And I honestly think my family think that I have been replaced by an obsessive robot. So, what can you do, eh? But yeah, chapter 2 of 50 Shades of Grey should be up in the next few days when I actually get round to reading the book. It takes a lot of effort, and so I tend to look at the book and go, nah, I'll do it later, and later never comes. So I will do it in the next few days and put that up for you. Thanks for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it.